being ghosted, it has happened to all of us. So I guess first it depends on what you're being ghosted from, because I think the follow-up approach really depends on what you're following up on. It's very different to be ghosted on an RFP or proposal than it is an invitation to coffee. So I would first evaluate how serious of an invitation or a follow-up in order to gauge what tactics you employ. First, I would follow up with a message, and I typically will include a line that sets the expectation that I'll be following up again. So it sounds a little something like, hey, I haven't heard from you. I would still love to grab coffee. If I don't hear back from you by the end of the month, I'll plan to follow up next month. That sort of sets the tone that you're not going anywhere, but in a way that's respectful and considerate of the recipient. Additionally, I will try different variations of methods of communication. So if they're not responding to my email, I might send a text, a phone call, I might pop by in person. Again, it depends on what I'm following up on, but I do think that sending different methods of communication shows that you're putting in the effort and it meets your recipient where they're at. So maybe they're a text person, maybe they're bogged down in email, maybe they have junky Wi-Fi. Just give them the benefit of the doubt, which also give them patience. I think in this day and age, everybody is super busy. I don't know if I talk to anyone that isn't overwhelmed, stressed out, totally tapped. So give them some patience. Typically, when someone doesn't respond, it's not really about you, it's about them and what they've got going on. So just extend a little grace and patience, and remind yourself that it's not the most important thing on their plate. And lastly, I would say move on. If you've done the work and you have followed all customer-centric approach, all authentic relationship building tactics, I would say just move on. You've set the stage, they know where to find you, you've connected on the platforms, they know who you are. Move on for a bit and follow up in the future. Yeah, those are my best tips for what to do when someone ghosts you.